everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline. I make new videos every week, a whole variety of things, lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of fun stuff, and I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, so I hope you consider subscribing and joining our little adventure family here. And today I have my monthly favorites from April. I haven't done these in a while, and I feel really excited to jump back into monthly favorites. If you hear any little cooing and noises, I have the baby up on a monitor. He's in his crib, but he's kind of like awake and rolling around a little bit. He was just asleep, so hopefully he doesn't make too much noise. But yeah, let's try to just like dive into these empties or these favorites and get them done before he fully wakes up. So I have a little bit of makeup, some skincare, some hair care, and then a couple fashion favorites. So let's start with makeup. I have two different foundations that I've been loving recently. The first one is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydramanic Tinted Glow Hydrator. This has been my go-to this month. I actually put this in my everyday makeup bag, which I am going to have a video on my everyday makeup very soon. But this is the foundation that I put in there. It's so lightweight, but it's got great coverage. It looks so natural and beautiful on the skin. I can blend it out with my fingers, which is really nice. I have the shade 30 Light. It's a perfect shade match for me. It just works so well. And I'm just loving this for like everyday makeup. It is so beautiful. If you love dewy, glowy skin, this is beautiful. My face feels like really nice after I use it too. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't make me like break out or anything. It just looks super pretty. I definitely wouldn't call this like full coverage by any means. I wouldn't call it like high medium coverage either. It's more light medium for me at least, especially when I use my fingers to kind of blend it out. I don't use a ton of it, and I just kind of, blend it out and it just looks so natural and beautiful, and it's just perfect for every day. It's got a good wear time on it too. I tend to set my face with like a little bit of powder, but it just looks so pretty all day. This isn't like a BB cream or a CC cream or anything. It definitely is more foundation-y than those kind of things, or like a tinted moisturizer. It's definitely more foundation-y than those, but it gives a similar effect to those, if that makes sense. It definitely looks more like skin-like than foundation. So yeah, this has definitely been a go-to, and I'm loving it. Obviously, I put it in my everyday makeup bag because I love it so much. Okay, the other foundation that I've been loving is not new by any means, but it's new to me and I have been loving it, is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have the shade Ivory, and it looks yellow when it comes out of the bottle and I dot it on my skin. It does look kind of yellow, this shade, on my skin tone, but once I blend it out, I feel like it's a pretty good shade match actually. And I've been loving it. It's the foundation I have on my skin today. Again, it says it's medium to full coverage. I would call this medium coverage. It's definitely, at least the way I use it, is not full coverage. Maybe if you used a little bit more and used a brush or something like that, it would be more full coverage. But with a sponge, I feel like this is really good medium coverage. It definitely covers up, any acne marks I have or anything like that. But I feel like it looks so beautiful on my skin. And like throughout the day, it wears really nicely. And it just looks very natural, but gives me coverage, if that makes sense. It's really easy to blend out. It feels great on my skin. It doesn't make me break out, which is always a plus. And it's just been a really nice foundation for days where I want a little bit more coverage, but I don't want completely full coverage. I could definitely see myself traveling with this if I needed a good foundation for like a wedding or a special event or something. I would definitely consider taking this one with me. I feel like this is a classic and people like it a ton for a reason, and I understand now why. It's just really nice. Yeah, and mostly I like how it sits on my skin. It just looks so beautiful on my skin, and gives me extra coverage without looking like cakey or heavy or anything like that. So yeah, if you've been curious about this and why people love it so much, there's a reason. It is really nice, and I would recommend it along with everybody else who does. The next thing is, again, not a new product at all, but I am loving this shade. I actually have a different shade of this as a blush. This is the Nudestix Nudies All Over Face Color in the shade Bondi Bay. So I have another color of this, and it's more of a blush color, And I think technically they call these all blush colors, but this shade Bondi Babe is a really nice bronzer shade for me. It's kind of a warmer bronzer. It's definitely not a contour shade by any means, but it's a nice warm bronzer on my skin. And again, this has been living in my everyday makeup bag because it's so easy to use and looks so good on the skin. I just do a couple swipes on my cheekbones, on my forehead, and then on my neck a little bit and use my fingers to blend this out. And it just looks so beautiful and natural on the skin. It gives me a nice warm glow like I've been out in the sun without, you know, looking like too crazy or too much. And it's just a really nice natural kind of bronze shade on my skin tone. I'm sure this would be a blush on some people's skin tone, and I could totally pull off just putting this on as like my blush bronzer sort of combo. But yeah, I've been using this as a bronzer and it's just so pretty. I love these Nudestix. I think they work great. I think they're nice and creamy. I think they blend out really easily. They go on really easily, and I really personally love them. And this shade Bondi Babe again is just such a pretty shade. I never use the little brush on the back of them. I don't know, it's just not my thing. I'd rather just use my fingers or a sponge or something like that. But these are really, really nice. And just, I don't know, for everyday bronzer, this is just so quick and easy and looks so beautiful that I've just been loving it. Again, when I do like my 5-minute everyday makeup look, this has been what I'm going for bronzer. And I put it on like my eyelids as like a quick eyeshadow look. It's just so nice. It lasts all day and it's just really, really pretty. And then finally, the blush that I've been loving in my everyday makeup bag. This is a fairly new brand from my understanding, is the Live Tinted. These are the Hue Sticks. So these are actually an eye, lip, and cheek color. I have the shade Rise, which is this beautiful terracotta-y color. And I use this as a blush and it's so pretty. It is super pigmented. You definitely don't need a lot. I like to get a little bit on my fingers, kind of warm it up, and then tap it out on my cheeks, on my eyelids, my nose. It's just such a pretty everyday blush. I love the terracotta-y shade on my skin tone. I just think it looks so pretty. Again, this has been living in my go-to everyday makeup bag. So pretty. I've used it on my lips before too. It's a really pretty color there. I put it on my eyes, like I said. I think technically these can also be used as color correctors for like under your eyes and stuff like that. I haven't ever used it that way. I tend not to use too many color correctors, so I don't know how they'll work as that, but it is a super pretty blush. I will say it dries down fairly quickly, so definitely I wouldn't personally like draw a line on my cheeks and then attempt to blend it out. It might leave like a little like line or mark or pull up some of the foundation or something. So like I said, I like to put it on my fingers and kind of warm it up and then tap it out. It also kind of helps fight against that like crazy pigmentation, which is great, but it can look a little bit too much if you go, you know, too crazy. But it is super pretty. They have a couple other shades, but I personally just love this terracotta shade again. This is a shade Rise. So pretty. I have one skincare thing. It's a sunscreen, and I love this. This is the Kinship Self Reflect Sports SPF 60 Triple Ceramide Moisturizing Sunscreen. This stuff is amazing. If you've been looking for a plain mineral sunscreen, not tinted, but doesn't leave a white cast, this is a great one. I think if you have a really deep skin tone, it might leave a little bit of a white cast, but on my skin tone, doesn't leave a white cast at all. It is super glowy, like so glowy. So if you have oily skin, I don't think you would like this either, because it will definitely make you look like an oily mess. However, if you have super dry skin like I do, or just love a really good glow, this is amazing. So pretty. It's actually what I have on underneath my foundation, kind of as like a primer, and it is so glowy. It looks so beautiful. I love that it doesn't leave a crazy white cast or anything, and doesn't make my skin look like super matte, because again, I do have super dry skin. So it's nice that it leaves, at least for me, that glowiness. I also love that it has the triple ceramide, so it is pretty moisturizing, and I feel like for a mineral sunscreen, that's kind of rare. they tend to be drier and harder to blend out. This blends out so easily, looks so beautiful on the skin. I also love that it's SPF 60. It gives me tons of protection. I love that it's waterproof, so I can actually use it to like go swimming and go hiking and stuff. A lot of the tinted SPF, mineral SPFs are not waterproof, and they're not recommended for like swimming and sweating and all that stuff. So it's nice that there is now one that isn't super like white casty, but I can also like wear to the pool and hike and stuff like that. I feel like all the other ones that are water resistant and stuff like that tend to leave a huge white cast or take forever to blend out, and it's just not super convenient. And this is great. It is on the more expensive side for an SPF. However, all of those points that I just said make it worth it to me. The fact that it doesn't have a white cast, it's super glowy, it's water resistant, all worth it in my opinion. So this has definitely been like my go-to sunscreen when I just, want to quickly throw on sunscreen. I'm just hanging around the house, walking around the neighborhood, whatever. This has been what I've been throwing on. I will probably throw this in my pool bag, in my hiking backpack. This will probably go a lot of places with me, and it's just so good. I'm so happy I found this. And I also love their like normal self-reflect one, the one that's tinted. That one's really good too. So really nice. I just love this SPF. So good. Okay, I have a couple hair products. First of all, this Verb Sea Spray. I'm actually already like halfway through it, which is crazy to me. I love this. This is I think they just call it their Sea Spray. On the bottle it says Windswept Waves and Light Texture. First of all, the smell of this is amazing. It smells like mangoes. I know it has coconut water and mango scent in here. Oh, it smells like a beach. So good. But I love this stuff for my curly hair. First of all, I've used it on my hair today when it was wet, and it just gives it a little bit more of like a effortless kind of wavy look. But how I really like to use this is on my second or third day hair. I kind of spray it all over and scrunch it back in, and it gives my curls back that kind of like definition it loses overnight. It gives it a little bit of volume, but it doesn't leave it dry or crunchy or sticky or anything. It just like kind of refreshes the curls and gives them again that kind of like effortless beachy sort of vibe that I really like from my curls. And it's just so nice. I didn't think it was too expensive. There are definitely cheaper sea sprays out there, but this one doesn't have any salt in it, I don't think. Oh no, it has natural sea salt in it, but it doesn't feel drying like other sea salt sprays. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these sprays are super drying. They feel really like crunchy and gross in your hair. This one doesn't, which I really like. You can definitely use it in like a multitude of ways. Honestly, the smell might be my favorite part. It smells so good. It smells like a beach vacation, and I just love it. I've like lost my train of thought thinking about the scent. But yeah, I love this. It's kind of like a curl refresher, and it just works so well. I don't know how it work on like wavy hair or super textured hair, but my kind of, 3B or 2B, or sorry, 2C, 3A sort of curls somewhere in there works really well. And I really have been enjoying this again, kind of as like a curl refresher. I don't have much to say about it. I feel like most people know what a sea spray does, but this is just a really nice one. Okay, this hair mask I have been loving. This is the Miele, I think is how you say it, Rosemary Mint Strengthening Mask. So I was kind of walking down like the curly hair section of the Exchange, which is basically a military department store, and I saw this brand and I was like, that's interesting. It's kind of the same price as like Shea Moisture, Cantu, kind of in that price range, not super expensive, definitely very affordable. So I was very curious about this. First of all, it smells amazing because it's rosemary and mint. So it smells herbally. So it kind of reminds me of like a spa or, a really nice salon or something. It definitely gives off like salon vibes, which I love. And it just feels so good in my hair. My hair feels super hydrated, super soft after I use this. I don't know about the like strengthening aspect. I've said this before with hair masks. I never really know. I don't really have problems with breakaging or anything like that because I don't tend to use a lot of heat on my hair. Like today I only diffused it for like 5 minutes because it was pretty much all the way dry by the time I got to it. So I don't use a ton of heat on my hair or anything. So I don't know about the strengthening aspects of it, but it does make my hair feel so soft, so smooth. I feel like my curls look better when I use it. And it's just a really, really nice hair mask. I tend to put it on wet hair, leave it overnight even, and then wash it out. And it just feels so, so good. And again, the price point is great. And I just really, really enjoy using it. Definitely makes me feel like I'm kind of at like a really nice salon or something, which is nice. So it's just a really, really good, inexpensive hair mask. So if you're looking for a good one, I would definitely recommend this one. Okay, the last kind of beauty thing is this body scrub. This is from Frank Body. This is their coconut coffee scrub. I talked about this recently with a couple of these other things and like what I've been trying out recently. So I'll leave that video up in the corner and down below. And I talked about how much I like this, but also how much of a pain it is to kind of clean out in your shower. So first of all, the actual product is amazing. It smells really good. If you love coffee, it smells like a really good cup of coffee. Speaking of which, I need more of my coffee. It smells really, really good. I love how it feels on my skin. It really does exfoliate super well, but kind of leaves my skin feeling so moisturized and smooth and I just feel so good after I use this. My skin feels amazing and soft because of the coconut and I think it's the grapeseed. Yeah, the coconut and grapeseed oil in here. My skin feels so hydrated and soft as well as exfoliated. So I love, love, love that about this. However, if you don't have one of those shower heads that kind of like you can pull off and to rinse off your shower will be a mess. This gets everywhere and you definitely need a shower head to kind of like rinse it all down the drain. So just be cautious of that. It definitely gets everywhere and is a little bit messy, but totally, totally worth it. I think, in my opinion, like I said, my skin just feels so good and hydrated and smooth and exfoliated after using this. It is on the more expensive side. I might go for like the regular one next time, the like coconut one, and there's one other kind of like scented one that are a little bit more expensive because they're in smaller packaging. So I might just go for the regular one next time, but they are super good. And they're like a nice treat in the shower. Like I always feel like I just pampered myself after I use this, which is very nice as a new mother. So yeah, it's just really, really, really nice. Okay, the last two things are fashion things. First of all, this Free People sweatshirt. I'll insert a clip of me wearing it here, but this is so, so comfortable. It feels so good on. It looks so super cute with just like leggings. I love the kind of boxy, oversized shape of it. I just think it's super cute and flattering. It does come in other colors, but I love this blue and gold kind of combo. So pretty. It's nice and lightweight, which is nice too. It's not super thick, but it definitely like keeps you warm on those like early spring days or spring nights or something like that. But doesn't make you like super hot, which is great too. So it's just kind of a good everyday transitional piece for spring and summer, especially here in Colorado. I feel like, you know, in the mornings and at night, it can be pretty chilly still through the summer. So it's nice to have something this kind of weight to put on in those times and still look like spring and summery, but keep you warm. So this is a great option and it's just so, so cute on. The other fashion thing I've been loving, I don't physically have with me, so again, I'll insert a clip here, are these black Tevas. I love my Tevas. First of all, I have a pair I talked about a long time ago I got for hiking. They're the Hurricane XLs. So comfortable for hiking. If you're looking for hiking or like a walking sandal, these are it. So, so comfortable. But they are a little bit chunkier and, you know, they don't really go with everything. And so I wanted a pair of Tevas that I could walk around with that were still super comfortable but went with everything. So I got a pair of their Universal original ones in all black and they are so, so comfortable. So I got them from Scheels. I will link the Tevas website down below. but I can't find the black ones many places. So if you're in Colorado, definitely go check out Scheels for them. They had them last time I was up there. These are so comfortable. They come in a ton of different patterns and colors too. I also love the tan color ones. So cute. But they are just like the perfect everyday sandal because they are so comfortable. I think they're really cute. But they're perfect for like taking walks around the neighborhood. Maybe you know you're gonna be like out and about for a while, you're gonna be walking around somewhere. These are perfect. I plan on taking them on our Disney trip because they're gonna be so comfortable to walk around Disney in. But they'll go with like every single one of my outfits. So they're just like perfect. I love Tevas. They're so cute and comfortable. And yeah, I'm so excited to have these black ones. I've been wearing them like constantly since I got them. All right, I'm gonna finish up this video right here then. Those are all my favorites. What have you guys been loving this month? Leave me a comment. Tell me what you've been loving. I am always curious to see what you guys have been enjoying too. Always looking for new things to try. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We'd love to have you join our little adventure family here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I will see you in my next adventure. Bye.